So we're going to look at these first three equations. We'll start with the green one. Just by looking at the equation, can you tell me if this graph, this parabola, stretches or compresses? What value will tell you that? The a value, okay? Remember in vertex form, y equals a x minus h squared plus k. So let's put a little note here. A tells us if it's going to stretch or compress, right? What is the a value in the first one? 3. If it's 3, which is a number that's greater than 1, is it going to stretch or compress? Stretch, good. Okay, and what is it stretched by? A factor of 3, good. How can you tell if the parabola reflects in the x-axis? That means if it opens down. How can you tell? If a is negative, right? It's going to reflect. So the first one, does this reflect in the x-axis? No. A is positive, so no, it does not. That's all I'm looking for there. Now we're going to talk about the transformations here, if it has horizontal and vertical translations, okay? So I didn't have room to write all that. But which parts of the equation tell us the translations? H and K, good. Okay, so let's look at the equation. It says x minus 2. So what am I going to say about how it translates? Does it go to the left or right? How do you know it goes to the right? Because it's minus 2, but the value is 2. So it's moving to the right, so it goes right 2. And does it go up or down? What's the k value? Minus 5, so it goes down by how many? 5. Okay, so can you tell where the vertex is located? The equations are written in vertex form. If it's moving to the right 2 and down 5, where's the vertex? 2, 5.
Is it 2, negative 5?
Sorry. Yes, thank you. 2, negative 5. Good. If you know the vertex, do you know the axis of symmetry? Does the axis of symmetry run through the vertex? So what is the equation of an axis of symmetry? What should it say? 2, 0. Because the axis of symmetry passes through the vertex, it's going to be the x value of the vertex. So once you know the vertex, you can write down the axis of symmetry. Okay, so let's look at the second equation. Does it stretch or compress? Good, it stretches by a factor of, good. So A is a number that's greater than 1, so we know it's going to be thinner, it's going to stretch. Is this parabola reflected in the x-axis? How do you know?
Because the A is positive.
A is positive, good.
2 down 3.
Okay, so you're saying that it goes left 2. Why is it going left 2?
Yes. Plus 2 is negative 2.
Yeah, because plus 2, it's the opposite. It's x minus negative 2. So we know that it's going to go left 2. And what did you say? Down 3, because our k value is negative, so it's going down 3. That means where's the vertex located? Good. Negative 2, because it's moved to the left 2, so it's negative 2. And negative 3, because it's down. Now that you know the vertex, what's the axis of symmetry? X equals positive or negative 2? Negative 2. Good. Looking at the next one, what is my a value? Negative 1. We can actually put a 1 in front of that, okay? So does this parabola stretch or compress if the a value is 1? Well, it does not actually stretch or compress because we're comparing it to our parent function, which is y equals 1 x squared, right? You're saying that it stretches or compresses if it's greater than 1 or if it's between 0 and 1. If it's 1, it doesn't stretch or compress. It just, the shape is the same, okay? So it doesn't stretch or compress, but does it reflect? Yes, because there's a negative. Good. It goes to the right 1 and it goes up 4. So where's the vertex?
1, 4.
Perfect. 1, 4, axis of symmetry.
1.
Good, x equals 1. Okay, so let's look at the first one. The first part's easy. What's the a value of the first equation? 0.8, which is a number that's between 0 and 1. So does it stretch or compress? It compresses by a factor of 0.8. Does this parabola reflect in the x-axis? No, because it's positive. Okay, now let's look at how this transforms. Remember, h tells us the horizontal shift. Does this move left or right? It moves right 6. K, is there a value there for k? So can I write plus 0? Does that change anything? No. So k is 0. Does that mean it moves up or down? No. So that's it. We leave it as it moves to the right 6. And it doesn't move up or down, so it's still on the x-axis, right? So if it's only moving to the right 6, it's at 6, 0. Good. What's the axis of symmetry? Perfect. Okay, now let's look at the last one. This one's a little harder. What is the a value? 2. Okay, so does that stretch or compress? Stretch by a factor of 2. Does it reflect? Okay, now let's look at the equation. It's 2x squared. Okay, so what do you think the value of h would be here? 0, because x minus h, if I plug in 0, it would be x minus nothing, which is just x, right? Okay, so does it move left or right? No. Does it move up or down? Good, because our constant term is -5, which is our k value. So is it going up or down if it's negative? So it's moving down 5. Sorry? Yes. What's the vertex then? Good. 0, -5. Okay, because it doesn't shift left or right. It's only moving down. Therefore, x equals 0.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.